Hi, if you just took my free fertility pattern quiz and you feel exhausted all the time, you've got light or short periods, or you feel like you're running on empty while trying to get pregnant, and maybe you're over 35 and you've been trying to conceive for a while now, this video is for you. In my world of traditional Chinese medicine, this pattern is called Spleen Qi and Blood Deficiency, or Qi and Blood Deficiency. It's like your internal reserves are completely depleted. And this is a major cause of light periods, weak or inconsistent ovulation, or no ovulation, and low progesterone. But the good news is you can rebuild your reserves. Hi there, I'm Dr. Gina Terranoni. I'm your egg quality expert. I have helped over 2,000 women and couples to get pregnant and have healthy babies by helping them to first identify their primary fertility pattern. Everything that I talk about in this video is exactly what I help women and couples with. I'm going to show you everything that you can get started with today. So spleen, qi, and blood deficiency is like a garden where the soil has been completely depleted of nutrients. There's not enough richness or vitality to support growth of plants. Or in our case, our womb is our garden. We're not able to grow a baby yet because we need more nutrients. The spleen transforms food into energy and blood. This is traditional Chinese medicine explanation. So when we have a weak spleen, we feel tired, we may look pale, we're exhausted, we don't really have any motivation. So key signs would be chronic fatigue, light or short periods or skipping periods, pale complexion, dizziness, sometimes brain fog, poor appetite. Just know the desire is just not there for food, for activities. And why is this blocking pregnancy? Because your eggs need abundant blood and energy to mature. When they're deficient, your eggs develop in an environment of scarcity. So I want to talk to you first about the 3 primary mistakes that I see women make who have Qi and blood deficiency. I just want to walk you through and give you some tips on what to avoid. And then after that, we're going to talk about how do we grow our reserves? How do we grow and nourish our womb, our garden? So mistake number 1 is following restrictive or detox diets. Now, detoxing, fasting, restricting depletes you further. You're already running on empty. I'm not saying that restrictive diets or timed eating is bad for all women. I'm saying for depleted women, this is not going to help. Mistake number 2 is skipping meals or intermittent fasting. Your body is looking forward to and it needs regular nourishing meals to produce more energy and more blood. If we're not giving it balanced foods that are nutrient dense, then your body goes into scarcity mode. And it certainly does not feel competent to grow a baby when you don't have enough reserves. So we have to look at a different framework because culturally and society now, especially I'm talking specific to the US, is all about detox, skipping like intermittent fasting and working out hard. And all of that could help somebody, but it's not for women who have deficiencies like this, okay? It doesn't mean forever you're going to be deficient. That's the good news. Mistake number 3 is I was kind of leading into this, but doing intense exercise without adequate fuel. This is very common. I see this, that people work out. They feel like if I look strong, I must be strong inside, but that is so far from the truth. So high intensity workouts, they can deplete your reserves even more than they're already depleted. So I want you to exercise. I want you to get movement, but you have to, I would say for somebody who's depleted, is having enough calories before exercise, where you're not eating like a heavy meal, but something maybe that's 200 to 300 calories to give you something to work with. And then within, especially for women, within 10 minutes or less, getting more nutrients right after you finish exercising. Okay, so let me show you what it looks like. And with spleen, qi, and blood deficiency, the soil is depleted. Okay, so I'm looking at this camera to make sure that you can see what I'm writing and don't mind my beautiful art. Okay, so you can see above this line or more. All right, so this is our garden. Okay, there's some nutrient, soil is what we need for the garden. And then the depleted garden can be a little bit dry. If you've looked at the other patterns, I break it down into the 6 primary fertility patterns that I see with women who are trying to conceive over 35. Most likely you could have a yin deficiency pattern on top of this. I'm not going to get into it because I want to stay with just the deficiency, but that's a possibility. It could be a secondary pattern for you. Check out your quiz and see what your numbers look like. Okay, so when we have a deficient soil, we've got a deficient womb. Say we go in, we're like, oh, we're trying to plant the seeds, right? We're having sex. We're at time of ovulation, or we're not sure we're ovulating, but seeds are planted. But you don't even really see the sprouts, let alone the flower. This is where we're stuck because we're not even getting the opportunity. But now we're going to start working in blood building foods and nutrients. And if you eat red meat, this is a good case. I don't always recommend red meat, but if you have a deficient pattern like this, absolutely. So I'll put red meat. I hope you can read that. Bone broth. Okay, bone broth every day, at least once a day. So we're going to start nourishing our deficient garden. And then we need to add regular fuel. Now, this means 3 meals a day, no skipping whatsoever. We are not fasting. We're not even doing timed restricted eating, which I often say 12 hours, but I do not want you waking up hungry. You never should feel hungry. You should always feel satisfied and taken care of, okay? So now we're going to have 3 meals a day, and they're going to be at the same time of the day. So, for example, and it depends because some people have different types of jobs and different working hours. You make it where you can eat breakfast, lunch, dinner within the same window every day. So, say for breakfast, maybe you eat between, I'm not saying you have to, I'm just giving you an example. That's breakfast, 7 to 8. Then we've got lunch, 11 to 12. And then we've got dinner from 5 to 6, okay? And I don't tell other people, other women with other patterns to do that. But for you, I want you to eat 3 meals and then try to get 1 to 2 snacks a day and within the regular time frame. Okay. Now, I didn't show you the good news. The good news is, depending on how long you've been experiencing this, I have to hold it up a little bit. Here's our soil is starting to get nourished, right? And as soon as those seeds are hitting, our little eggs are starting to advance in their growth and in their development, and they're healthy. So then you got the one that says, hey, I am ready this month. That's what happens. And deficiency takes time. And people ask me about acupuncture and things all the time because I performed acupuncture for over 25 years. Acupuncture is not great for deficiencies. You want to build your blood and your oxygen with food and herbal medicines. We can talk more about that. There's always exceptions, but I feel strongly about that because when I would have women come in that were very deficient, I would say, ooh, I can't do a whole lot here. I can help you maybe have your organs to work more effectively, more efficiently, but we got to start with herbs and food first. Okay, so let's get back to it. So you saw the garden. Now let's do the review. So we want to eat nourishing blood-building foods at every meal. We're talking grass-fed or organic red meats, organ meats, if you can stomach them, bone broth, dark leafy greens, beets, eggs, if you can do dairy, if you don't have any digestive issues, dairy. We want to just go. And if you need help with digestion, then we can get you on herbs for that. I'm not saying like overeating, But you want to look at getting at least, and again, check with your doctor, but I would aim for at least 25, 30 grams of protein per meal. And then with snacks, you don't eat empty carbs, always have protein. So you're eating nuts with maybe dried fruit or just a handful of nuts just to give you some gumption. Okay. And like I said, eating regular, that's step 2. Substantial meals, snacks when needed, never skipping, never fasting. And then doing gentle restorative movement. Yoga is perfect, but get outside and get your steps in. It doesn't mean you're at a fast pace. You're outside, you're enjoying nature, you're maybe talking to a neighbor or a friend, or you're going to a sound healing at the gym, and then you're doing a swim as well. There's different things. We've also have Tai Chi. We do Qigong. Qigong is very good for building energy. I work that in when I work with clients as well. But you want to avoid intense exercise just until your energy is restored, because it will be. I go through all of this in my Egg Quality Method course. If you do not have it, grab it. If you took the quiz, that is the next step. If you haven't taken the quiz comes with the course. But if you're like, well, I don't want to yet, I just want to see how this works, then comment quiz. But when you're ready, which is you've already taken the quiz, you've watched to the end of this video, you're going to comment Bloom, BLOOM. And I will send you the link to more information on the Egg Quality Method course, where I identify the 6 primary patterns from women over 25 that need to improve egg quality so they can get pregnant. I walk you through with video exactly what to eat, how to prepare food for every single pattern that I talk about. Now, you'll get gems in all of the videos, so I would watch the entire course, but then you hone in on your primary pattern first. And then again, I go through the foods, how to prepare, what to eat, but specifically herbal medicines and formulas that are good for that specific pattern, when to take herbs. And also I have added in a yoga pose and an acupressure point per pattern. And there's so much information in there, so you definitely need to check that out. And also I'll put the link in the description. But remember, it's very common to have more than one pattern at the same time. So getting support with me is the best way to decide which pattern to focus on first. Because like I said, over 35 women trying to conceive, you probably have 2, if not 3. So we have to identify the primary pattern first, because there is a specific order throughout the menstrual cycle. On week 1, we focus on this. On week 2, we do this. And same with herbs, same with acupressure points. So if you're ready for personalized support, then drop a comment below and I can send you more info. But right now, your next step is get the Egg Quality Method. I can't wait to see you in there. You also, with getting the Egg Quality Method course, you get free access to my Inner Circle private community, and you get to jump in and introduce yourself and meet other women who are also on their fertility journey.